Whoops, I forgot. I was like, wait, what am I doing? What day is it today? Well, hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy day stream too. Like, I know I always feel like I break the space-time continuum when I stream during the day. But here we are. Hello friends. Hello everybody. My name is Goth Fairy, aka Gothy, aka Karen, aka whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to the Don't Be a Karen podcast. We have a terrific guest for you today. And for those of you who might be new, this is the podcast where we talk about all things gaming, life, and sometimes we have a special guest, and today is definitely no exception. I'm very, very excited because I don't really get to stream that often during the daytime, which is, again, it's a huge plus, but I'm hoping to possibly change. I'll get into that later on in the podcast of hopefully adding maybe 1 or 2 daytime streams during the week. But like I said, all in like talk right now, but I'm gonna say hello to everybody before we get started officially. Leave, hello. Mingzia, hello. Kever, hello. Izzy, hello. Towels, hello. Linda, hi Linda. Duval, hello. Twilight Fairy, hello. Let's see, we have Normanto, hello. Welcome in. Dragonite, hi, hello. And then Ayat, hi Ayat. Welcome in, welcome in. It's so awesome to see you guys here today. And yeah. Yes, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. And we also have memberships, so if any new friends are interested in joining some members, we do a whole bunch of fun stuff. We just had our second ever member stream. We did Mario Kart. We had lots of fun, and if you want to use those adorable emojis you see in the chat, we have a members link floating around, but if you want to just use the command, it is members. We have 2 tiers to choose from in different price points to meet everybody's needs, so if that sounds like something you want to be interested in, go ahead and join us. Join the common memberships. Join us. But anyways, all right, well, I'm gonna bring in my special guest because I feel like we have a lot to talk about because me and her have so much in common. But yeah, I love her. I love her to death. She's amazing. We've known each other almost a year now too, which is crazy. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like she really needs no introduction. Guys, it is of course the wonderful Miss Aimee Slays. Let me undeafen her. You're live. Hello, ma'am. As usual, they never hear me. I was like, okay, just watch the stream and I'll let you undeafen you. Hello, Aimee.
I'm here too.
All right, guys, is she loud enough? Do I need to turn her down? Do I need to turn her up? Let me know. Go ahead, Aimee. Just say some things so they can hear you.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing?
I feel like your audio is pretty good, though, because you sound pretty good. Mr. State, you got merch? What did you order? Did you get a shirt or a sticker? I'm so happy for you. If you're in the Discord, please share your picture. Guys, if any of you get your merch and you're in the Discord, please share your pictures. I would love to see you in them, or you just have it on your bed. You got a t-shirt. Yes, I'm so happy the merch is making its way around. Yeah, Kever, when you get yours. Also, we have merch. Sorry, I feel like as usual. Oh, Kever, you got your shirt too? Like in the mail already? That was super fast. But yeah, or if you guys, when your merch arrives in the mail, you can take a picture of it. No, tomorrow I'm getting it. Oh, awesome. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that it is, yes, you can totally share pictures. But anyways, hello, Aimee. How are you doing? What is up? I missed you. We never get to talk as much because of time differences.
I know. I missed you too. I'm so excited to be on your podcast.
I know. I'm so excited. Let me get my little list up here. But yes, so I guess I'll ask the first question. So how long, I mean, you just celebrated 2 years on YouTube, so I'm assuming you've been streaming for 2 years, or did you do like upload videos? Like, how did you kind of get started on YouTube?
I kind of started because of lockdown. It was like very lonely. I didn't really have much to do. I think a lot of us started streaming in lockdown. But yeah, I'd never done content before then. I'd never done Twitch. It was really, really new and very overwhelming because I didn't know how much went into it with all the equipment you need. But yeah, I just kind of started as a way to reach out to people who also liked playing games.
Did you start with Animal Crossing right off the bat, or did that come later?
No, I did. Yeah, I started off with Animal Crossing because I originally started as like an admin of a Animal Crossing Facebook group, and then it sort of just stemmed from there.
That is not surprising at all, but that is awesome. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, so many people are like, yeah, I started streaming during the pandemic. I'm like, I was pregnant with my son at that time, so I was not doing streaming was so not even, I didn't even, yeah, it was so far from my radar at the time, so it was,
And
yeah.
look at you now.
Oh, it's crazy. Like, look, we got a setup. We got cute little lights. And you missed it during the member stream. My cat almost murdered my lights.
I love it. I haven't seen your new room, so I'm very much
Yeah,
vibing with the light.
I know. I feel like it's so good that we get to really we really get to catch up. Yeah, it's a podcast, but this is really Aimee and Karen catching up on life in general. Which server do I put it in? You can put it in mine. I'm assuming you're in mine. If not, you can join and put it there. But yeah, and you just got back, so I learned something. So in the United States, we have something called bachelor parties, and they do that in the UK. However, Aimee was like, yeah, I have a Hindu. We were trying to schedule this podcast for weeks, but our schedules kept and she's like, I have my Hindu. I'm like, you're what? So
I know. Why is it so different? Why do we call it a Hindu?
I don't know, but you might want to explain to them what a Hindu is, because they might be just as confused. It's basically it's the US equivalent of a bachelorette party, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't call it a bachelorette party. So the female version is a Hindu, and then the males, they have a stag do. So I don't know what you call the male.
But why isn't a rooster do? Why don't they have a rooster do? Why is stag do?
Don't know. I don't know where it originates from. I don't know why we call it that.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I follow Aimee on like Instagram and stuff, so I was loving all the different outfits you were putting your groups in. I thought that was so cute.
Well, the girls who planned my Hindu, that they came up with those themes. So
they did? That's so creative.
So they kind of just like told me what I needed to buy, because I'm very fussy when it comes to clothes.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
But yeah, the first night was a funeral for my single years.
I love it. Jaden Grease, hello, I see you there. Twilight Fairy says, it's one of those British customs we just don't question. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Like,
exactly.
I mean, Leaf actually knew what a Hindu was. So, what's a Hindu? It lays, obviously. Towels, get your puns, get your humor out of here. That's so funny. But yeah, me and Aimee were talking about, because you know what, we're both adults, and she said it took her about a week to recover, and it's so, like we were saying, when you get older, you can't just have spicy drinks as frequent as you want.
No.
It doesn't work.
I came back last Monday, and I think I'm still hungover.
Like, literally, it's just, you want to have fun, like, you want to have, like, for example, like, my family down in the Staple, they have a Halloween party, and my uncle, like, full on brings out like all of the spicy stuff, the spicy drinks and stuff, and I'm like, I cannot overdo this because I will be miserable the next day.
Honestly,
it's not. It's like once you hit, I would say after 25, you just can't do it to you. Can't. Cody Shell, hello, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day.
I agree. And tequila as well. Oh no.
I would say for me, it's like, like I don't know, like. It's just so, those days are over. You know what? They're just gone. You just have to, like, I will sip it and hope for the best.
Do one night, but I did 3 in a row.
Girl, how did you not, like, fall over? I would be...
I think the trick was just to never, ever stop drinking for 3 days, and then you can't get hungover.
No, you know what? You know what the trick is? You have to eat. Like, for example, like, if I go out to, like, a restaurant... and then I get like a giant fishbowl like marg, then I'm like, well, that didn't do anything. Why? Because I stuffed my face full of food. That is the key. You need to eat. Oh yeah. You have to be. You literally just have to eat, and you think it's eating a lot, but it trust me. Take it from someone.
We were lucky. It was all inclusive, so we definitely got to eat a lot.
Oh, it was all inclusive? Wow.
It was. Yeah, it was really fancy actually. I didn't expect it.
And then cause are you doing like your official ceremony this year? Is that what's happening? Because you got married last year, right?
2021 I got married.
Okay, 2 years. Okay, so you got married 2 years ago, but then you said you just did something private or quiet, if I remember.
Yeah, because of COVID, we had to postpone it several times, and then my nan got ill, so we got married in COVID, and then this year we're doing the actual like big wedding day, which is why I'm now having my hen do's, because I never got to have them in COVID.
Oh, I'm so glad you got to have it. Queen Chloe, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm so happy for you. Cause that's gonna be like, are you wearing your same dress or are you just going like all ball gown? Cause I could totally see you wearing like a big old lavish poofy dress.
I didn't wear my dress when I got married back in 2021. I just bought like a cheap one, so I'm actually wearing like the proper dress I bought.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I can't even imagine. I mean, just like people say they can't imagine having a kid, I can't imagine like having to put like your special day on hold. You know?
Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
You want to know something? So, speaking of my parents were supposed to, no joke, celebrate I think it was their 30th, excuse me, their 30th wedding anniversary in Hawaii. And then that happened. But they, you know what? The universe was good to them and they were able to go to a beach nearby and they took beautiful renewal pictures. My mom got to get all dressed up. They just weren't in Hawaii.
Oh,
but they're gonna get to go to Hawaii this year because one of my cousins is having a wedding there. I don't think I'll be able to go because of commitments and, you know, having a toddler. And I don't live in if I lived in California still, going to California to Hawaii is much different. Now it's a different story. I'm across the country. I've heard that flight is hard.
To go to Hawaii. But how long is the flight for you?
Oh, it's like an all-day thing if I were to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because remember, I'm on the East Coast South now. It's not like just it's a whole day thing. And plus I have, you know, toddler and all that stuff. But yeah, wow, congrats to your parents. Thank you so much. My parents have been a really great example of what a marriage should look like, and I've been very fortunate. And yeah, me and my husband, we're celebrating 7 years this August, which is insane to me. I'm like, have I really aged 7 years? But obviously, I'm gonna be 30 next year. Jeez, because me and Aimee are
we're the same age.
6 months apart. Yeah, because you are July birthday as well. Because my husband's a July birthday.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you've got such a good memory.
But like, you know how you had a funeral for your youth? I'm having a funeral for my 20s. I want to do a big old photo shoot because I never got to do my maternity photo shoot. Because of, again, I haven't really I want to do a video talking about this, but it's just very raw for me still. I had to go to the hospital due to complications the day I was supposed to be getting ready for my maternity shoot. So, because I didn't get to have that, I want to do a big, gothic, lavish photo shoot for my 30s. And trust me, it's happening.
Do it. I think that's why they did it for my hen. They just stole my idea.
That's so cute. Hawaii's a good place to go. I've never been to Hawaii. I've been to Florida though, twice now, I can say. Speaking of we'll get to Florida in a second, but Aimee, a lot of people don't. Oh yay, Aimee, you became a Super Coven member. Guys, purple hearts in the chat. Thank you so much. Look at your little potion bottle.
I couldn't not be.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But you are actually we have a lot in common. I'm actually a professional cosmetologist and you are a professional makeup artist. Are you licensed or not, or is it just something that you just do for fun and you're just super good at it?
Well, I think it's different in the UK. You don't technically have to be licensed.
True, you don't have to be licensed here to do makeup either. It's just something I just went to school for the hair and then I'm licensed in all those fields anyways, so I get that.
Ah, okay.
Right.
So I didn't study it. I went to uni and I have a degree in geography.
That's right. You have a degree in geography. Yeah. I love that. And sometimes you don't even know. You're like, where are you? No.
Oh, honestly, I don't even know how I got my degree. I like volcanoes. I don't care about anything else.
George, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You can totally crash the party, guys. Welcome in, George. He's amazing. How are you doing, my friend? We're talking with the lovely Aimee Slays. We're having a good old time. Yeah, it's a party. Yay. It's having a good old time. But yeah, no, my schooling, we went over makeup a little bit, but I already had a bit of makeup knowledge. I would say for the makeup part, I am very much self-taught. There it is. We love Zelda here, but You subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, Duval. Guys, we were trying to get to 1.5K. Aimee, I think you're close to 1.5K too. We're both in like the same little boat, I think. I don't know what you're. I know we're like same, I think. I don't know. What's your
I
numbers?
think I'm like 1.4.
Yeah, so yeah, let's if you haven't subscribed to her, go subscribe. And if you like the content, subscribe here and we'll both get to 1.5 together, which is great.
We need to do it.
Yes, we're partners in crime for sure. But yeah, so you do weddings and stuff, which is awesome. I've seen your work. Aimee actually does have a professional Instagram where she posts her pictures and stuff, and she does such a beautiful job. What's your favorite? Do you like just doing the bride, or do you like doing everybody? I think we've talked about this a little bit, but if you don't mind sharing, like, do you like just sticking with just brides? Do you like doing the whole party, or do you don't mind doing a bride and a bridesmaid kind of thing?
A whole party, more or less. I do the bride, the bridesmaids, the mother of the groom, the mother of the bride.
I would be so scared. I would be so scared to do like the mother of like the bride or the groom, because oh my gosh, like the pressure is on. It's been a fast week, kind of seems, due to the clock change, but I hope you've been well. I've been well. This was not my favorite week. We had a rough time with kiddos' bedtime. It's just he's just in that toddler phase. So I did get a good amount of sleep last night. So we take the small victories with a toddler, trust me.
God, yeah. Any sleep you can get.
Oh, I know, man. And you don't realize, like, me and my husband today were like, wow, it's amazing what sleep will do to you. I'm like, I know. And when you don't have it, you're just like, your brain doesn't work. Well, my brain doesn't work in general, even if I get sleep or not. But, you had to go back to school this week? Oh, yeah, spring break for a lot of kids was last week. Here in the States, at least. But yeah, that's crazy you like to do, but you're so good at doing, like, the weddings and stuff. Like, is it wedding season over there in the UK right now, or do you kind of notice slower times versus busier times?
It's getting back into wedding season.
Yes.
Springtime is...
Any toddler is a blessing, I must say. Oh, my son is it's such a, when people say having a child's a roller coaster ride, it really is, because you ride the highs, but then you ride those lows. And I would say right now we ride the highs really, really well, but the lows are just the really lows, because, you know, that's just, I would say that he's more of an understander. So when it comes to kids, some kids are more of like, they talk already. He says some words, he's not really speaking in sentences, which is totally fine, but he understands everything. Okay. But he understands everything, but we want to try and help him with his speech a little more, because I think he gets very frustrated because he can't talk. And when you can't communicate, what's your reaction? You scream. At least, you know, let me catch up with chat here. My spring break is next week. Leave, I know. We're gonna, I have a very fun podcast episode planned for spring break, not to give it away too much. My medical teacher left to go to medical school. Oh, so all my work is on paper. Ooh. Wait, Clifford, today's your birthday? Well, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! But, yeah, I know you're excited for spring break, Leaf. You're just probably just so done for a lot of reasons. But, yeah, next...
It always looks amazing in America.
What'd you say?
Spring break in America looks amazing. I feel we don't have anything
hello,
like
Owen.
that.
Yes, I see you. Hello, Owen. Well, last week the weather was so awful. Hey, Iron Man the Power. Hi, I really like your office and setup. It's so cute. Thank you. I want to get another shelf. So we're, so by the way, I will just say this. If, Aimee, do you have Five Below in the UK? I don't think you do.
Below?
Five Below, you know, where it's like.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's such a bummer, because that's where I got the lights and that shelf. $5.
Oh, so is everything like $5 or less?
Some things I think are a little more, but for the most part, they aim for the $5 and like 5 and below, kind of thing.
We haven't got Five Below, but we've got stores called Poundland.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. So is it like, because America has a lot of like, I don't know if you want to call them budget stores, but like things you can get for not breaking the bank. We have, well, here in the South, we have a lot of Dollar Generals. There's the Family Dollar, and then there's Dollar Tree. There's a Dollar Tree on the other side of town, but I typically go to Dollar General because I don't feel like going to Dollar Tree. But I love Five Below because there's a lot of toys, and every time we go to Five Below, my son walks away with something.
Yeah, we have like bargain shops, but no like Five Below. We have like Home Bargains and like Poundland.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
I mean-
another shelf because it's so, now that I see it, I might put like another one beneath Stitches because I have so many plushes, guys. It's insane. I have so many. So
I think you should do like 4 or 5 shelves for all the plushes.
but the thing is like I would love to put my Jack and Sally Squishmallows. I have the mini Squishmallows and I want to put them like right underneath. I think they'd be so cute. Monday was too cold. Literally last week, guys. Last week here, I was bundled up in like a sweater, leggings, boots, a scarf, and then this week I'm wearing this is actually a dress I thrifted yesterday. I have a huge thrift store in my town. This was never worn before. But yeah. What is that?
I love it. I need to start thrifting more.
Yeah, I honestly don't go there as often as I should, but yesterday we went, hubby was able to find like stuff that had never been worn before. This was never worn before, and I was like, I love t-shirt dresses. This is a t-shirt dress, and it's so comfy. I'm like, oh, I could live in this thing.
Is it hot with you now?
Yeah, it's gonna be, well, with the South we get like humidity on top of it, so really when it says like 70, it feels more like 75. The humidity in Tennessee, the state where I live, is not as bad as other states. Like Florida, for example, Aimee, which you have been to.
And then going back to this year.
I know. Oh, so Aimee got to go to Disneyland Paris a few months ago. Was that correct?
It was last September, yeah, so like 6 months-ish.
And me and Aimee both love Disney parks to death. Like, we will keep you guys up. Thank you, by the way, mods, for taking care of that. But yeah, me and her will literally be like, oh, did you know? Blah, blah, blah. But, Aimee, do you want to kind of share your thoughts on Disneyland Paris, most which are kind of in the negative? Maybe to people who don't know. Chilled Moon, hi! But yeah, go ahead. You want to kind of maybe share kind of your Disneyland Paris experience?
Yeah. So I went to Disneyland Paris when I was about 5, so I didn't really have any memories of it, and obviously it's like changed massively since then because I'm like nearly 30 now. And then I went to Florida back in 2019, which I absolutely loved. It was amazing. I got engaged there, and if you've been to Disney World, you just know it's like Disney on steroids. It's just amazing. But then when I went to Paris last year, I went with the whole family, and you know, I really enjoyed because I was with my niece. My niece was 5 at the time, but you cannot compare it to Florida. The big negative for me was that I just found the staff really rude.
Which I've heard. I have heard that.
And I hate to stereotype. I don't want to just categorize everyone there to be rude, but they were.
I mean, that's you know. And that goes for like any theme park experience, because at the end of the day, you go to a theme park, amusement park for fun, and if a staff member is rude to you or doesn't acknowledge you, and Disney literally thrives on you make everybody's day. But I actually heard a story one time from a friend who is a Disney park enthusiast, and he said there was mold in a Disneyland Paris sink in a bathroom one time.
Yeah,
like it wasn't the Disney standard.
No, I definitely think Disneyland Paris is just like on its own. Like you said, it wasn't as clean as Disney World. The staff were nowhere near as nice. They weren't as enthusiastic. They were pretty rude. Like some of them were on their phones while they were serving you, and I just thought that's a huge no-no.
That's crazy. Let me catch up on chat. Disney is my happy place. I have mixed feelings about Disney right now, and I'll kind of get to that in a minute. But you never been to Disneyland, Duval? I think you should definitely Florida's the best. I haven't been to Disneyland once when I was 8 years old, and that we flew out to meet my family in Georgia, and that was a very magical experience. I do remember that was like one of my favorite vacations ever. Let me make sure. I've been alright, just hanging out in my room watching. Oh, nice, Chris. But so I have mixed feelings on Disney right now because, and I have a huge Disney background. All I went to was Disney growing up as a kid. At least in the States, Disney's prices are just ridiculous. I'm just gonna be honest. They are awful right now. Like, families have to take out a second mortgage just to make their kids happy, and it shouldn't be that way. And I'm gonna compare because I just went to Universal Orlando. By the way, Aimee, you love Harry Potter too, don't you?
I do.
Oh my god, you will. Oh my god, if you are a fan of Harry, oh my god, I almost cried a few times.
I went to Universal back in 2019.
To Florida, or
yeah.
Oh, okay, so you've seen the Wizarding World of Harry Potter then?
I have, and I rode Hagrid's motorbike ride.
Yes, that was so. But anyway, so just from a pricing standpoint, I spent around what literally, like, basically, I learned that the average Disney World vacation minus air fee cost $5,000. 5,000 US dollars. That's a lot. And so, you know, it's just ridiculous. That's also, again, I'm getting into my Disney nerdom. Walt's Vision, there's my cat cameo. But Walt's vision was not to make a place that was going to charge people for money. He just wanted to make a quality theme park for families because he wasn't impressed with the local parks he would take his daughters to. And looking at it now, when you are charging exponential amounts of money for families that just want to give their kids a magical experience, I'm in a rock and a hard place. Because I would love to take Emmett to Disney. He loves Mickey Mouse. However, it's like, I don't know. Right now, I've also heard their quality has gone down, Aimee. I don't know if you've been reading, but literally people are saying it's gotten dirty. Disney World's been dirty.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen they've said some of the rides are looking a bit grubby.
Yeah, like Toy Story Toy Story the shooting ride, like the grime is ridiculous. Sir Zero DM, hello friend. So good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, guys. If you haven't checked out Sir Zero DM, you should totally be subscribed to him. He's currently on a bit of a personal journey right now, and I'm proud of his progress. So, yes, Jack Skellington rules. I love yeah, of course, we love the Nightmare Before Christmas here. I mean, I had a Nightmare Before Christmas wedding kind of thing. But anyways, what I'm going to say is, so I've always wanted to go to Universal Studios. My other hobby besides, like, streaming, I'm a theme park enthusiast, which means I watch videos of it for fun about the history of roller coasters. And Universal Studios Florida, go. Even if you don't think your kids will like it, I promise you they will love it. It felt magical. I went to a non-Disney park and I felt magical. It was insane. It's just the quality, like first of all, the park was spotless. There was not an ounce of trash anywhere. The food, for the price, the portions were huge. In my Discord, I shared some of my photos. I didn't finish a single meal from the amount of food. Like when I went to the 3 broomsticks, I thought they gave me like chicken fish patties, like big, and butterbeer. Oh my gosh, I butterbeer. Like, did you get frozen butterbeer, Aimee, when you went?
I didn't. I did not try it, but it's on my bucket list
for
this year.
How did you not get it? How? What?
I know.
How did you not get the one thing that's like, oh yeah, every Harry Potter dreams about having true, authentic. Oh man, I got it twice. I had it the first day we went because, I woke up at 3 a.m. We flew to Florida, and then we went to the park, and so that first day I got a butterbeer, and then the second day at 3 broomsticks I had a butterbeer.
I need to try it this year. And I don't know why I didn't try it last year.
You need to there's also a drink called the shark bite at the it's like the Jaws area. Get it. It's a spicy beverage. It didn't do much for me, but I think like it's the whole point. It was one of the most refreshing cocktails I've ever had. Good. I'll send you the picture on Instagram.
Yeah, you need to send me a list of everything I need to try.
I will. And I didn't get to eat nearly as much food as I'd hoped because, you know, how is Florida? What part you go? Oh, I've got Orlando. Orlando's just Orlando's where Universal Studios Florida is. I went with my cousin-in-law who married my first cousin. She's a theme park nerd too, so it's like literally a match made in heaven. Like we go together like bread and butter so well. And yeah, like I can't stress it. Basically, the moral of the story is you should totally not dismiss Universal Studios. I know people want to like go to the Disney trips and all, but seriously, for getting a very amazing experience and not having to break the bank, do it. Trust me.
Yeah, I think Universal Studios and Disney World are definitely on par.
Yes, they are. I want to go to Busch Gardens too. There's so much. I've done like most of the West Coast theme park stuff because I lived there. I'm in a whole new world right now.
We have hardly any theme parks in the UK.
Hey, you do too. You got Alton Towers.
We've got Alton Towers.
You got Thorpe Park, and you have Chessington.
Yeah, but I'm not close to any of those.
How far are you? Because for those of you who don't know, Aimee's in the lovely little country of Wales. It's a little country, right? I'm right to say it's a little country.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it. Don't
No,
forget.
it's a little country, definitely is.
Hi, Goth. Guess what? I'm on spring break and I'm in Myrtle Beach, and so I've heard great things about South Carolina. See, I have so much stuff. Drayton Manor. Oh yeah, Drayton Manor, Oakwood Park, Legoland. Yes, I want to take my son to Legoland,
Let
Florida.
me tell you a fun fact. We
Yes.
have one theme park called Oakwood Park
In Wales,
which is in West Wales, and it's been voted the worst theme park in Europe.
Okay, sounds like you need to make a video, Aimee, about
It
surviving the world. You need to do it. You need to film a video of you there and be like, "Can I survive a day at the world's worst theme park?"
I do.
You
It's
should
terrible.
do it. Just do it. It would be so
I will
funny.
say, Alton Towers is my favorite, and Thorpe Park is good as well. But Alton Towers is like, it's got really nice scenery.
Yeah, my cousin, again, the one that she's been to she did a Europe trip and did all this stuff. She's ridden like the Smiler, the infamous ride. Yeah, she's ridden all those. We have Thorpe Park, Chessington. Chessington is so cool. I feel like it doesn't get really talked about too much, and they have the vampire ride, which
But
I
don't understand why people would come from the US to go to UK theme parks, because they are like nowhere near as big as
because we don't have them. At the end of the day, you know, I mean, I feel like Alton Towers is just, it's kind of reputation over here. People know what it is. I've been to Pleasure Beach. I've heard Blackpool Pleasure Beach is really fun too.
How did you make it out alive, Zero?
Nor Legoland. Legoland looks so fun, and Legoland has something called apple fries, and I want it. I'm a foodie, in case you guys couldn't tell. Wales got the famous pork caul fair. Woo!
Don't listen to Norm. It's not famous.
Is it not good? You know what?
It's famous for bad reasons.
Let's talk about fairs. I have nothing against fairs, but fairs are like money suckers. Oh my, like everything costs money. You want to ride a ride? You gotta spend money. You want that food? That turkey leg's $20. Hey, Memer, how are you doing?
I don't like fairs because they put rides up in a day. That's not safe.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, everyone in chat, raise your hand if you've ridden a sussy fair ride. I've ridden rides that I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be on this. I feel like I'm gonna die.
I've definitely done it, but I don't think I would anymore.
Like, if your ride is making a squeaky sound. Oh, I've been to Blackpool once. Awesome. Yeah, I've mentioned this many times, but hubby and I, for our 10-year anniversary, we will try and go to Japan. So I want to do Tokyo Disney, Universal Studios Japan, and then just explore like Japan itself and the rich culture and all that good stuff. So, because I literally love all that stuff, and go to the Pokemon Center and eat at the Pokemon Cafe and eat like the best food ever, pretty much.
I'm excited for the expansion on Universal Studios.
Oh my gosh.
World of Wonder.
So yeah, so Hollywood got one, and here's my beef. Is Hollywood's is very small. I feel bad, but they're completely smushed. Have you seen the footage of it, Aimee? Like the Mario Land and Universal.
Oh
Hollywood.
Yes, I've seen that. It looks very small.
It's very small. Even though I live outside of Manchester. Hey, Disney Channel fan, how are you? I think I remember going on a Ferris wheel and a roller coaster. But yeah. So here's the thing: is that ours, the Florida version, is gonna be exactly like Japan's, and Japan right now is working on the Donkey Kong coaster. So when Universal Studios opens its third gate called Epic Universe, Mario Land, as I call it, Super Nintendo World's going to open not only with the Mario Kart ride, we're getting the Yoshi ride and the Donkey Kong coaster at opening. So I'm super excited. I cannot imagine like how busy it will be though. It'll be insane.
Oh, it will be crazy.
Sir Zero says, yeah, we have an Easter fair here in my town, and get this, it costs £3 for one ride on the Dodgems. Total ripoff. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
a big fan of wristbands. Like, I lived in California. We have the infamous Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Awesome beachside amusement park. If you live by there, definitely go. Just make sure you're safe, because it gets kind of sketchy at night, unfortunately. But, yeah, so they do wristbands. I'm a bit like, you can pay for the ride, but why do that when you can just get a flat-out wristband with unlimited rides? That's such a better deal. I understand if you're just like on a super tight constraint and you want to ride the Giant Dipper. Okay, I get that. But you know, if you have like kids and stuff, do the wristband. Like ride the wristband. Ride the wristband.
Yeah, there's
How-
no justifying that price.
I know. Speaking of, you love pets as much as I do, Aimee. You've kind of gone through a little bit of a roller coaster ride with your sweet Dexter, right? His name's Dexter.
Yeah.
How's he
right.
doing, by the way? Is he doing okay?
He's doing okay at the moment. He's recovered in that he's back to normal in himself, but he's got something called inflammatory brain disease, which sadly it can come back at any time. So it's just one of those things. We're kind of always going to be on edge, but at the moment he's doing really good. Yeah, thank you.
Did they have to do scans or blood work to find out? Because I've never really heard of that in a dog. And how old is he as well?
Well, he'll be two next month now, two in
that's
April.
Yeah, that's really young. How is it just something in his breed or just bad?
Yeah, I'd never heard about it, but apparently it's quite common in like flat-faced breeds because they're so squished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like pugs, French bulldogs.
I
that type
love
of
French
breed.
bulldogs. They're so cute.
He is adorable, but it's basically his immune system attacked his brain, which is why he was having trouble walking and he was like stumbling and falling over. But yeah, he's on some medication now and he's doing all right.
That's good to hear. I'm so glad. I mean, that's like, it's just like, not to get like dive into like negativity here, but it's just a part of life, is that it's just unfair. You know, pets are just so sweet and loving, and it's just heartbreaking like when something bad happens to them.
I was a mess. He is my child.
I'm so glad he's doing well, because I was scared. I was scared I was gonna get a text from you saying that you lost him. So I'm very, very thankful that he's doing well. But you know what they say, love above all else is really good medicine. So
yeah, we just have to take every day as a blessing at the moment, because like I said, it's one of those things. He might never relapse, but he could relapse at any point. So we just have to take every day with him as a little blessing and just enjoy him.
Yeah, I mean, trigger warning, just talking about surgical stuff with animals. So if you want to mute this stream real quick, you can. My cat Nala is a tripod, as some of you might know or not know. She had an accident when we were actually building the crib for my son. My other cat, who we do not have anymore, who was rehomed due to behavioral issues, she got stepped on accidentally. And she had kittens, and when cats have kittens, they're done growing. Essentially, they don't grow anymore. So her bones didn't quite get thick enough, and so her bones were basically like a twig. And the break was so bad. And this was also while I was pregnant. So not only was it in the middle of a pandemic, but then we had a cat with an arm that was needing attention. I was about in third trimester at this time, and we had to make a really tough decision because the specialist we ended up going to said, yeah, we could do surgery on her and it could help, but she will still always have pain.
Yeah.
And so we had to make we talked all our options, and we ended up unfortunately taking her leg. But you know what? She has done so well. Hops, jumps, runs. It's crazy how animals adapt. And at the end of the day, I know we did the right thing. And the only thing they said is that we do have to watch her weight, because she has more pressure on her other joints and could get arthritis. But when I took her to the vet before we moved, she was in great shape. The only thing they said was that because she's Siamese, she's more prone to tartar on her teeth. So I just got a cat that needs to brush her teeth. Okay,
you can live with that.
I can. Hi Becca, welcome in. You're on first break. Awesome. Yeah, I can totally live with a cat needing a toothbrush.
Yeah, just you love them, and that's the most important thing.
And yeah, my parents will be moving back. They have the family cat Todd, who I've had since I was 11, and he's a big orange Garfield cat, and so I can't wait to snuggle him.
I love animals. I'm definitely more of a dog person, but I love all animals.
What's so funny is I grew up with only dogs. I didn't get a cat until I was 11. And that was my first cat, but I think it was like love at first sight, and it hit hard, and I'm just such a cat person. I love dogs, like, trust me, I love dogs too, but I'm definitely like, give me the kitties.
Well, I was the other way around. As a child, I loved cats, but I was never allowed any pets in my family home. I had fish, and that was it.
You had fish? What, was someone allergic? You skinned your shin. Oh, that's the worst. I hate scraping anything.
No. Nobody was allergic. It's just my dad and I understand now because I'm older. He wouldn't let us have an animal because he'd always say it's too heartbreaking when something happens to them.
Hang on, let me type something to April.
All good.
I see you. I can't spell
Hi
her
April,
name.
hey Becca,
She
hey
can't
Towels,
hear
hey
us.
everybody.
She can't hear us, so that's why I'm typing.
Oh.
I understand that. There we go. Okay, I was like, hi April, I see you, love you. But yeah, we didn't get my first dog until I was around 2 years old, and I just grew up with animals, dog or cat. I've always had animals in the house, and it teaches, I feel young children being around animals is so important. It teaches responsibility, but I feel like it teaches them gentleness. Like, he is, oh, but it could just be his personality, but my son has never tried to hurt those animals. I get it, sometimes kids don't understand, but my son's always been very gentle with the cats. He pets them, loves them, he meows at them, and they've always been good with him. Sabrina found us, so I adopted Nala from the shelter, but Sabrina, my little black cat, she adopted us. We found her on
Sabrina?
Yeah, we found her. There she is. Yeah, there she is right there, that one. We found her on a super hot day in California, and she was outside. And I'm like, we can't leave her outside. It's gonna be like 100 degrees. And I feel bad because we took her to the shelter like you're supposed to do, or like animal control, and they kept her there. And I felt bad because she hated it, and they said due to the law or the state, whatever, she had to stay for like 2 full days.
Oh, in case.
And then they confused her for another cat, like a sick cat. And we thought, oh my gosh, are we adopting a cat that's more medically complicated than we thought? And they're like, oh, never mind. That's not her. I was like, oh my, like, I kid you not, this cat was like really sick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's her? But like, oh, no, it's just her files are messed up. I'm like, lady.
Oh.
But she's also just been good with Emmett too. I'm very blessed that both of my animals are good with the baby toddler, and he's good with them.
Amazing. How old is your son now, Goth?
He will be officially 2.5 next month. We just did his like 29-month checkup. We finally got him a pediatrician visit because it had been a nightmare with his previous health records and move. That's been the hardest part of moving, is starting your life over that way. Let me catch up on chat. You love fish? I would love a fish, but I just don't know what to do with a fish. I love cats nowadays. I have a dog named Ashley. I want a cat so bad, but my dad's allergic. Oh no, Izzy. My husband has a minor allergy to cats. He actually told me, he's like if Nala were to sit on him, she's super floofy, he'll sneeze, but it's not so bad he can't have an animal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son's 2.5 now. It's crazy. He's like the size of a 4-year-old. I'm not even joking. Like, he's in like a 4. Yeah, he's like a big guy, but he's so sweet. Just right now we're working with he's definitely just a straight up toddler who, you know, I'm hoping we can help him with his speech a little bit more, and I think once he learns to talk a bit better, it's gonna get easier. I think he's officially... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think you find that with children who do take a little bit longer to speak, because a lot of people just think there's something wrong, but my niece was exactly the same. My niece didn't start speaking properly until she was about 3, but it wasn't because she couldn't speak or that she couldn't learn. It was because my dad speaks Welsh and my mum, and she was being spoken to in Welsh and English. She was confused. She didn't know how to answer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but... Oh, hold on a second. Let me read this. I'd love to stay. Oh, thanks, Sir Zero. No, take all the time you need. Love you. Have a great night. Get lots of sleep.
Bye,
That's
Zero.
good for you. But yeah, like, of course, like with any parent, you worry, because especially since he's my first, I'm like, is there something wrong? Am I missing something? Hey, Cobra, welcome in. You know, I'm just like, but, you know, going to the pediatrician visit, when she said that some kids are just talk learners and some kids just talk, but some kids are just understanders, which means they understand everything. It does not mean that their ability to talk is any less. He just might need some assistance with learning to speech, like maybe a speech therapy class, because, you know, as a mom, I'm not a professional. If there are techniques that can help him speak sentences, of course. And as a parent, you want the absolute best for your child, so you'll always advocate for the best, because you want them to be a thriving member of society one day. And I'm sure Aimee feels the same way when you have kids. I can't wait till you have kids. I'm gonna send you all the baby stuff.
Baby slays one day. One day.
Yeah, I know. One day, you know what? Whenever you are ready for that, you know, because definitely, like, I'm not saying, like, I've just learned a lot, and I'm glad I did have him the age I did, for sure. But the thing is like, me and my husband totally go back and forth on a second one, and right now I'm just like, I personally just don't think I'm there yet. We'll see though, because I'll just
it's okay.
I mean, the good thing is I have youth on my side. That's the thing. I'm not even like 30 yet, and that's okay. Like, you know what? And there's no Like, I don't want too big an age gap if I do, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, I want them, because me and my brother are almost 4 years apart. Norm, I want to see a baby slays! Uncle Norm! When you have a fish, you just need to be careful, because sometimes the fish just don't move for a long time, but they are alive. Oh, I'll tell you what speech therapists help Addie. Yeah, your granddaughter, yeah. And that's what I'm hoping for, is that hopefully they'll call us, because the lady even said, the pediatrician said, yeah, because I you fill out like a form, whatever, that evaluates kind of like what you think of their speech and stuff, and I just filled out honestly, and she said that, yeah, no worries, we'll get you set up, and I think I mean, my parents both did speech classes too, and I technically actually have a stutter, I just work really hard at it. Sometimes if I get really excited, you guys notice it, and my husband lovingly will go spit it out like it's totally harmless, because I'm just like, I will get like, like Piglet.
Oh, it's cute though.
Yeah, and I've learned but in certain situations, either if I'm like my brain's just going way too fast and I can't do it, or I'm just literally like something. But your mom hates animals, Kever? Do I need to have a talk with her?
We need to speak to
Kever's mom. I'm also capable of talking, but sometimes I'd be nervous to talk about being anxious. I have an anxiety disorder. I've been very adamant about it on my channel. My diagnosis has like evolved over the years, but now they have specifically said it is a generalized anxiety disorder. And I've had to work. I got diagnosed kind of later. I was diagnosed at 17. So, I mean, yeah, I've had to work through a lot of different ways to cope, but I can promise you, you can live with it, and it does get better. It doesn't mean I don't have bad days. Straight up.
100%.
And doesn't mean I don't, but I know what my triggers are. And I think if you have something like that, learning what's going to take you off is going to be very helpful. And lots of serotonin. Like, going to the gym has been great. I don't know if you go to have a gym or not, but I love that I have that again. I went to the gym all the time before I had my son. And before the P word.
I feel so much better after a gym session.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, if you're mad, work it out. If you're sad, work it out. And then they also make protein smoothies there. So after, like, more like a reward for the end of the week, I get a protein smoothie there to fill up. And then this week, because my gym membership gives a free personal trainer, like, a session, because my area's out to work on. So I'm going to learn how to, like, lift weights properly.
I mainly lift weights. I don't do a lot of cardio.
Yeah, so I'm the opposite. I love cardio. I do the elliptical, and so, but I know that lifting the weights is what's gonna help burn, you know, the dreaded, like, I'll just be like, body fat. I'm not scared of that word. Everybody has body fat, but it's just how it sits on every person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not like you need body fat to be alive. You can't
Everybody
be alive.
Is beautiful.
Everyone is beautiful, but, you know, obviously, like, some areas of body fat I would like to not have, because it's not healthy. Like, there are parts, like, I'm sure you get it too, you know, where it's like, okay, well, that's not really healthy for me. What do I do to shape it? And they said lifting weights and eating more protein, which is a double-edged sword, because I can't eat too much red meat because I have to watch my cholesterol. God, I sound like a freaking wreck, don't I, guys? What happened?
I struggle with the protein because I'm vegetarian. I'm like, what do I eat?
You eat fish. Can you eat fish? Fish is a protein.
I can, but it depends. If it's really fishy, I
do you
can't.
like salmon? Salmon's not too fishy if it's seasoned right. I love salmon.
I can eat salmon as long as it's like got smothered in chili or something.
Oh, doesn't that defeat the purpose? You're just the person that's like, oh, salad, and drenches it in all of the, like.
No, I'm not. I don't like I literally don't have salad dressings. It's just fish. I'm weird with fish. It's got to be very heavily
I don't
spiced.
like fish with, like, it has to be a completely, like, not boned fish.
Oh yeah, if there's a bone in it, it's game over.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. I'm a very big texture eater, huge. And I have, my palate still could use some work, I'll just be honest, but I've come a long way. Like, you love salmon too, Memer? I feel like I'm listening to one of those fact videos. Oh, I hope that's a good thing, though. I stopped eating salmon. I haven't eaten salmon in so long because we love to grill our salmon on, like, a barbecue. We don't have a barbecue right now. I'm a seafood lover, me too. Becca, you don't, that's right, I think you remember you don't like fish. I love shrimp, I love but, like, shrimp can't taste too fishy. See, I love seafood, I just can't have it taste like fish.
I cannot do seafood. Prawns, anything like that looks at me with its eyes. No.
Well, don't eat something that's gonna look at you.
I can't do it. You're the prawns looking at me with his little legs. Absolutely not.
Oh, little hi, Aimee. 20 like hype. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. No, I wouldn't like. Okay, like literally, like I don't know if you've seen like the videos of like the octopus, like people who eat like the octopus.
No,
I'm like, I couldn't. Like,
can't.
also there's like a certain way you're supposed to eat octopus so it doesn't kill you. And I'm just
I
like,
am terrified.
I don't
want
to worry about my food killing me. Like there's literally certain degrees you have to have in order to cook puffer fish, so you don't kill someone.
Did you eat something that's potentially life-threatening?
It's so scary. Also, like I hate like when random videos of these people died because of blah blah blah, and it's because they ate something really bad or like food that was not prepared properly. I'm like, new fear unlocked. Octopus won't kill you. Well, what did I watch? Well, leave. Maybe you just like octopus. Dead fish with their eyes still in stores scare me so much they just stare into your soul. I mean, yeah, that's just nightmare fuel. I don't want to be going to bed thinking about like that fish.
If you went on, have you ever seen it, Goth? I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
I haven't seen that. No, what is it?
I was gonna say, I don't know if you have it in the US. It's basically a program we have in the UK where a bunch of celebrities go on like a reality show and they have to live in the jungle.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so funny. I need to watch that.
And they have to do like trials, and there's always eating trials, and they have to eat things like fish eyes and like cow testicles and like really weird things like that.
Oh my god, that's so like some things. I've eaten raw oysters a few times in buffet restaurants.
No.
I'm allergic. Yeah, my neighbor's allergic to shellfish too, Becca. I get that. I'm very fortunate. The things I have, as I've learned, I have a mild peanut butter allergy, and a mild pineapple allergy. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Cause literally, what she said, it's like, what was the T word you said? What was it that they had to eat?
Cow testicles.
Yeah, well, isn't that Rocky? Those are also called Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh,
I think.
Are they?
It's either a bull or a cow, but yeah, they're called Rocky Mountain oysters, and they are like a food.
I'll put the name of
look it up. Why don't you?
If anyone wants to YouTube it later.
Yeah, there's the show. I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Bull. Yeah. Okay, it is bull.
Yes.
Okay.
And
a cow is a female. Shut up, Leaf. Leaf always called me out on my stupidity. I've known her forever. She's the only one person allowed to call me on my shit.
It's okay. I only learned a few years ago that chickens are all female. It's fine.
Yeah, Aimee, chickens are all women and roosters are men.
I thought chickens was like the overall term, you know?
Chickens are chickens.
I thought like roosters, hens, cockerels, like the general name was chicken.
A heifer female, bull is a male. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I'm not good with my animal terms, okay?
Kangaroo parts, Aimee. Cockles, clam, scallops, what? On the fire? That's awesome. I gotta go love to stay. Oh, Memer, thank you so much for being here, though. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all you guys being here. Yeah, speaking of, I'm gonna try and do maybe 1 or 2 daytime streams during the week. Definitely want to try doing one on the weekend for sure. Obviously, I can't next weekend because parents will be here. But now that I have my own setup, because what's nice is hubby is in that room. He can game his little heart out, and I'm streaming. So it's like total harmony of the gaming household.
Oh no, what was I gonna say? Oh, I would love to be awake for one of your streams.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try, yeah, so there might be one this week that's technically gonna be a test stream on Tuesday. So if you just kind of get that in your brain kind of thing. So, let me catch up on chat here. In my country, there's this adventure thing too. They survive a week without money, and they have to get your location and clues along their way, and then have to eat national foods too. I couldn't do one of those shows. I would be crying to go home after like an hour.
It's like a British thing. It's like it's always on like a couple of weeks before Christmas.
I had
we
a
all
like
get together and watch it.
I had a Survivor binge phase like 2 summers, like 1 summer ago, and it's so intense. Like I don't know how much is like scripted and how much is real, but most of it I've heard is pretty real. Especially like the health concerns. Like people are out in these humid temperatures with very little food, and they're just passing out on the beach from starvation.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
No, I literally am like, I haven't eaten in 30 minutes. I'm dying.
Need a snack.
Wait, if cows are females and bulls are males, then what are llamas and alpacas? I don't get animals these days.
I think llamas are.
I think llamas are llamas. I think llamas are llamas and alpacas are alpacas. You've never watched Survivor? You need to watch Survivor. It's a hoot.
Yeah,
llamas.
Sure
I know llamas are different than an alpaca. An alpaca's an alpaca, and a llama's a llama. I watched The Emperor's New Groove.
I love it.
I know what a llama is. Kronk, pull the lever.
Pull.
Run lever. When you realize you're just like the whole everything about that is so good. A llama. So he's supposed to be dead. Yeah, weird.
You get an extract of llama.
I'm not gonna do my my brother-in-law does a crazy good what's that actor's name? What's that actor's name who plays Kronk and like Joe on American Dad? What? Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton. Yes. He just has that voice and he does it so well. Okay, break is over. Have fun and great. Thanks, Busty. Enjoy the rest of work. I hope it's fun. I hope it's fun for you. Animal logic equals I don't know anymore. All I know is that penguins are adorable, and I will literally just sit and watch penguin videos.
Poison, the poison for Cusco.
The Cusco poison. Oh, or the meme. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. So, Aimee, are you working on a new Animal Crossing island? I know it's hard because it's like a dead game and all, but
I technically I am, but I've got massive burnout at the moment, so I've been avoiding it.
I'm a little better with this island. I had a horrible time working on Icelandia. That burnout was so tough. I was just like, yeah, I could, or I could just not.
I haven't even started. Like, I've started a new island, I'm ready for it, but I just can't. I'm actually trying to build Florida Island.
Like just Florida, or would you do like Disney World? Because I've seen Disney Animal Crossing islands. Those are a different dimension.
Yes, I want to do like a Florida island, but like maybe half of the island is Disney World and the other is Universal.
Dude, that's actually, there you go. There's your idea. I feel like you would have a lot of fun with that.
Yes, I think once I finally start doing it, I'll be fine. But you know, the thought of starting it,
yes,
I'm like,
yes.
It's like homework.
It is. Well, like, I've literally had Palm Tree for a year. I've had that island for a year. It's crazy. Oh my geez, Survivor's in its 44th season. Patrick also voiced the Armadon for Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Oh, I didn't know that. This video should be called The More You Know. Yeah, me and my father have this talent of knowing random facts. And my husband, it drives him nuts. He's like, how do you know this? And I'm like, I don't have an answer for you. I just know it.
My dad is exactly like that.
Yeah, I definitely got it from like my dad. Like, oh, what were we watching last? Oh, me and my husband finally got to watch Puss in Boots, the new one. So cute.
God, I haven't seen that.
It's very cute, and there's a scene where, because it has to do, like, I don't want to spoil the plot, but basically it revolves around, like, themes of mortality and not being afraid of, like, death and stuff, and there's a scene revolving 2 coins, and if anyone is, like, I literally almost gave my husband a lecture on Greek mythology. I'm like, oh, did you know that you need coins? The reason they're buried with coins is because in the afterlife, they have to pay the ferryman to cross the river of Styx, and he's looking at me like I'm nuts. He's like, why do you know that?
These things?
Like, why is it that you know and not like, oh, an equation or something? I'm like, because that's how my brain works. But it is true. Greek mythology, I love all that. I'm such a history buff. It's really, that was like my favorite subject, besides writing.
I was really bad at history, but
really?
I had a really mean teacher.
But you're good at knowing where stuff is on a map. I couldn't know that.
I'm good at, like, knowing about
Brooke! Hi, Brooke! You have good eyebrows? Me? Are you being serious? I hate my eyebrows. But I will say, okay, look, it's time for the Goth Rock Fairy tour of the eyebrows. So, that is so these eyebrows are mine. I just they're basically filled in. So like if we get real close, you can see it's just my eyebrows, and then I shape the fish, like I shape the tails. But yes, I'm being serious. Well, thank you, Brooke. Also, guys, please check out my lovely bestie, Brooke. I love her to death. You guys should totally check out her channel because I love her. And I literally am like, Brooke, when are you streaming? When I don't stream, because I'm like, I want to be entertained because you are entertaining. And I love your face. And she also helped me with plant knowledge. We planted the garden, by the way, guys. I'm a real farming sim. I am an actual farming sim now. Farmer Goth.
I got into plants recently, but mainly cactuses. I'm starting off with ones I can't kill.
Oh my. We got a mint plant yesterday. The mint plant is supposed to scare away the bees because we have big ass bees here. Look up a carpenter bee, Aimee. You'll want to have, I mean, it might scare you. Just don't Aimee says, Brooke says just don't overwater them. Hey, David, welcome in. Congrats, you get a button and a hat. I do, yes, literally, like, I'm a real farming sim with my watering can. You say that, Aimee, but I think my cactus is dead from underwatering. Leaf, I love carpenter bees. I know they're not gonna scare me, but I'm just perpetually afraid of things with a stinger, okay? I am traumatized from when I was 12 years old and I got stung by a bee running the mile. Just core memory.
I think like I'm immune. I say that now. I'll be stung by like 1 million bees this year. I don't get bitten by like gnats or anything, so I think I've just got like
we have a mosquito. Well, where we live, those bees can die. Absolute. Brooke understands. She's actually scared of more stuff than I am. But yeah, I'm like literally my neighbors who've lived here their whole lives crack up when they see me running away from a carpenter bee. I just don't want it. No. Please. Leave me alone. I just want to be on my porch and drink my Starbucks refresher, which I did yesterday. Queen V, hello, Queen. It's so good to see you.
Do you have a porch out the front of your house?
No, it's on the back of my house. So anytime you see the porch, that is the back of the house. And Cosmic Flare, hello. Can we get a link for Cosmic Flare, guys? Please.
Hey, Cosmic. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Queen.
I know we got all the besties in here. I'm loving it. But yeah, I have a like crazy week this week because my parents are gonna be flying in Friday night. They're doing a red eye to get here. No one flies direct to my airport. It sucks. No one flies direct. You have to have a layover in like Georgia.
What is a red eye?
Oh, a red eye means an overnight flight. So like for example, when I moved here, we did a flight at like 11 p.m. and we arrived because of the time change. We fast forward 3 hours. We arrived at like 5 a.m. Don't ever do it. It's miserable. Yeah.
The flight for me to go to Florida. I'm sorry if I speak over you, by the way.
No, I feel no. As long as you don't feel like I'm
cuts out.
No, as long as I'm not talking over you.
No, I can tell every now and then the audio drops and I never know if I'm speaking over you.
Oh, you're fine. But go ahead, tell me about your flight to Florida.
It's just such a long blimmin' day because the nearest airport to me that flies long haul is like pretty much, well, it's just outside of London. So we're flying from Heathrow and then it's like 4.5 hours to the airport. Then obviously you've got to wait 3 hours in the airport before the flight. So that's like 7 hours, and then the flight is 9.5 hours as well.
Oh my! The longest I've done is 6 hours. But let me catch up on chat here. Blah blah. I hate wasps. Wasps can die. Wasps are the enemy. Cosmic Flare said bees aren't bad. They help the environment. I learned that at preschool. Lavender. It's Lavender Girl. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? So this was, I don't know if I've shared this story of my flight when I moved here, but gather round, children. This is gonna be a doozy. We thought doing a red eye would be a great idea with a toddler because we thought, oh, he'll sleep. Red flag number 1. Second, I flew with my cats. I'm kid you not, one of my cats got out on the flight of the cage that she was in. And luckily she was because we gave them calming medicine, luckily she was so calm, she sat right outside of the cage and didn't move.
Be tempted to take animals on a flight.
They did fine, but literally she sat, and then the other cat got out at the airport. These Like, these containers kind of sucked, but they were perfect for, like, the seats underneath. And she ran around the airport, and luckily some very nice lady caught her. It was Sabrina, of course. Is anyone really shocked?
Were they on the plane? Or were
Yeah,
they in
I
the
brought
hold?
them on the plane with me. No, I didn't put them in the storage. That could kill them.
Oh,
I
I know you can do it with some dogs, can't you? But I didn't know
Yes,
about
you
cats.
have to. They have to be small, like a small cat, small dog. My cats were small, and so not only did I fly with a toddler, I flew with my 2 cats, and then I got sick on the flight. On top of all that,
Oh,
not to
God,
mention,
no.
my son
That's my
was
worst
having
nightmare.
none of it. My son was having none of it, and then I got so sick. Okay, guys, if you are mute the stream just real quick, mute it real quick, and then I'll give a thumbs up when I'm done talking about it. I puked everywhere. I think I was so stressed out, and I got disoriented from being asleep. I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and then I was like, I feel sick, and I full-on exorcist vomited.
In the toilet or
No, on myself.
Oh no.
On myself, Amy. I didn't make it to the bathroom.
The embarrassment.
And we had an hour and a half left, so I sat in my vomit.
Oh my God.
This was the flight from hell.
How embarrassed were you?
I wanted to die. I was like,
If the plane goes.
Okay, I'm giving the thumbs up, which means you can unmute it now, if any of you did. So then when I arrived at Georgia, because we had a layover, I literally went and had to buy new clothes and throw away clothes and throw away socks. So I didn't, my tennis shoes had no socks, and I bought a new shirt, which I wear quite often. It's very comfy. It says Atlanta on it. But yeah, it was a nightmare. And luckily, I really think it was just from the stress, and I got disoriented because I ate food right away when we landed in the house. So, like, not landed in the house, but, you know, we landed and drove to our new house. But yeah, the last time was 11th grade. It's not fun. And, like, I have kind of PTSD whenever it comes to that because I got so sick with my son. So anytime that happens, I lose it. Leaves I puked on New Year's Eve. Yeah, was that this one? I remember, I think you got sick on New. This is why I'm afraid of heights. I love flying. And then when I flew to Florida, I was fine, but the flight home, I had to take, like, some medicine because my tummy started to feel upset. Because I get, like, you know what, I ride all these roller coasters, but cars and planes make my tummy a little sad.
No, the planes are okay for me, but I'm the same in cars. I always end up falling asleep because I feel so sick.
I have to, like, oh my gosh, I think I've learned that when you have migraines, because I got diagnosed with migraines last year, when you get migraines, you are more prone to getting sick. Motion sickness. I learned that, and it totally makes sense for me. And even certain roller coasters now, I have to be like, nope, can't do that one.
I had migraines from a young age. Touch wood, they're getting better as I'm getting older, but I had them for years.
I will say that, luckily they're more, I will say my migraines stem from more of a hormonal thing, like when I get, like, my cycle, I would say they're worse. But I've learned, I think with eating a bit better and working out, I have noticed I have not suffered nearly as frequent, which is fantastic. For a while there, I was miserable. I was like, what's going on? And when you get migraines, your blood pressure goes up, and that's not fun.
No. Mine always used to make me blind. I used to lose my vision.
Oh, you have oh, that's so scary. My brother kind of gets those. That's scary. Migraines are no joke. Like, take care of yourself if you have them. It's crazy. Last time I threw up, but I've never had food poisoning. I think I might have had a mild case of food poisoning once, but not enough to be sick. That's my biggest fear, is food betraying me. I would feel so hurt.
Food.
Be like, no!
I love food, so it better not betray me.
I know, I've been traveling by plane like several times, 8 times, I think, never felt sick on it for some reason. Yeah, I think, because on the flight to Florida, I was fine, but I think the flight home, because I'd ridden all these rides, and I was sick from riding all those rides, and then getting on a plane at very early in the morning. Yeah, but I was okay, I was fine. Motion sickness is the worst. Sometimes my vision goes blurry or everything goes black randomly, even when I'm in the car. Ooh, Izzy, that's scary. Yeah, so if I'm in the car, I have to, like, oh my gosh, can we talk about how perfect she is? Look at her. Hi. Are you beautiful? Do you see she just ignored me? Okay, good talk. Thanks. Good talk, Miss Kitty.
Loving her life.
I know, Cat. She's got it so good. But you know what? She's so weird. She drinks water out of the faucet. Like the.
Adorable.
Yeah, she's like, I'm like, I gave you water. No, I want the faucet water, mommy.
I want it straight from the tap.
And yeah, she's got a water problem. I'm scared a bit from heights. I would say I'm not really scared of heights. I get more like, if it's like close spaces, I get scared. I don't like close spaces at all. Oh, you're starting your internship on April 2nd. Nice, congratulations. That's awesome. Dude.
Two heights. Or I don't like confined spaces. I don't like being trapped.
I don't either. I feel like I've gotten like, I don't do well with like tight spaces or like a lot of people, and yet I like going to conventions. But I feel like if it's a big enough convention space, it's not an issue. But if it's like a room, you're just like, I just can't.
Yeah, I can be in like a big crowd if it's a big room, but if it's a small room and it's packed.
Yeah, I went to the fair and I got on the Ring of Fire and it stops for 30 seconds and I was upside down. Oh, my head would hurt so bad. I can't do spinning rides anymore. That's actually a fact. I can't. I used to do like the ones, like, how do I describe it? I think it is the Ring of Fire. Yeah, you spin, but it goes upside down sometimes, and I can't do that anymore. I used to be able to do that. Yeah, it's close enough, Izzy. I get what you mean. Potato. When I got off. Go ahead.
Did you have a favorite ride when you went to
Universal? Yeah, Velocicoaster. You haven't been on that yet.
Oh, no, I haven't been on it yet.
Okay, so Hagrid's, so like people always say it's always between, here's the thing, Hagrid's is a lot of fun. I loved Hagrid's. I don't want to spoil any of the ride elements, but it is such a trip. Aimee knows what I'm talking about. Hagrid's is just plain fun, but Velocicoaster is the best coaster I've ever been on. It's actually my number one.
Top coaster ever.
Yeah, it is. And I've been to, like, I've ridden it in the front. And I'll tell you the story. So when the ride stopped, I was crying, laughing. I had tears down this face. I had spit off of my cheek from how fast you go.
I am so excited for Velocicoaster. I love Jurassic Park.
And they just added Express Pass. We didn't do Express Pass when we went because we didn't feel it was worth it because Hagrid's or Velocicoaster wasn't on it. I might in the future want to purchase it now because Velocicoaster is on that. But yeah, Velocicoaster is fantastic. You need to like ride it twice or single ride it. Yeah, it's just a great experience, especially if you love like Jurassic World.
I do. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for that. And Tron in Disney.
Yeah. The only thing with like the one thing, okay, so you know how Hagrid's, you're not like on a bike. That's the only thing I don't like about Tron is that I don't like that ride position. It hurts my back sometimes, and it's also not very ride accessible for other people, which is a bummer. Because I believe all rides should be able to be accessible to everybody, because that's the point. But I love that Hagrid's, even though you're on a bike, you sit like a normal coaster.
My husband, he struggled. Have you been on Flight of Passage in
No, remember, I haven't been to Disney World since I was 8, so I haven't seen any of the Avatar stuff.
Flight of Passage is amazing, but it's like a similar concept to Tron, where you're sort of leant forward like a motorbike.
Yes, yeah.
But Mr. Slate, he struggled to get on it because he's 6'8". Like, there was nowhere for his knees to go.
Wait, your husband's 6'8"? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Someone's
finally 6'8".
Johnny is 6'2", and he struggles. But wow, someone finally taller than my husband.
Yeah, well, he's so tall, but there was nowhere to put his knees. So I feel for people on those rides.
Yeah, I think Emmett's gonna be 6'4". Pretty sure, based on like how tall he is right now and his bulk. Good lord, that's tall. I know, 6'8". Aimee, how tall are you?
He's only 5'3", so I don't have any of those problems.
Yeah, but you're only an inch taller than me, so you're still small.
Yeah.
Your brother, wait, Leaf, your brother is 6'4"? Yeah, but, yeah, Johnny has some height on his side of the family. My side of the family is more bulk, like muscular, so Emmett's a combo of both those things. So I think, yeah, he's gonna be, and he wears a size 9 toddler shoe. That's big. That's not a small foot either. Hey, Luna, how are you doing? Welcome in. How's it going?
Hey.
I just figured out my favorite teen Nick show had a creepypasta. Oh, is it Rugrats? That's not really a teen show. That's like...
I loved Rugrats,
But
though.
the Rugrats creepypasta is very creepy. I know. Like, oh my gosh, like, all that stuff. Dude,
I love Rugrats.
Yes. No, it's the Thundermans. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Suddenly I remembered something. I met one of the world's tallest men in England when I was 15. That is actually very interesting. How was that? Yeah, I'm always amazed when I, like, meet someone, like, shorter than me, because I'm like, I'm pretty short. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very small.
My sister's really short. My sister's only 4'10".
Oh, she's shorter than me. Yeah, like I said, like, I'm always like, oh, man, she's smaller than me.
Yeah, my sister's she's tiny.
Oh, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I remember when my mom would, like, take me to, like, my pediatrician visits. Eventually, when I was, like, 10, they're like, yeah, she's not gonna be very tall. They just kind of told her like that.
I think 5'7" is average height for a woman in
Yes,
the UK,
I think 5'6" is, like, just the average height of a woman in general, I think.
Yeah.
I do hope everyone is well. Yeah, how are you doing, Luna? I hope you're doing awesome. It was one of the most extraordinary things I experienced in my life. I am the average. Leaf, I am, Leaf, because me and Leaf have never met. When we hug, you're gonna think I'm just a little shrimp. Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, you're so little, you're gonna pat my head. But hey, you know, being fun size has its perks, you know.
It does. It means we can go in the child's play area and not have to
and we can fit on roller coasters easier.
Yeah, but our feet don't ever touch the floor.
No, like on those dangly roller coasters where your feet hang. Oh, Emma's shorter than me? That's right. I forget that she's shorter than me. Emma always looks just taller. It's crazy, like some people, like when I used to do theater, I would stand on a stage, and then when I'd get off the stage, they're like, oh wow, you're really short. I have a very long torso, which gives me height on a stage, I guess.
You were taller than 5'2".
Like, I looked bigger on stage, which is kind of a good thing because you want people to see you. And I'd be in a character shoe and stuff. But Aimee, do you know, like, Aimee, you like musicals and stuff too, right?
Still haven't heard you sing because YouTube took your singing bit
know,
down because of the music.
I know, and I've wanted to sing for you guys again, but I'm like, they're just gonna take it down because every song I like is a big song.
You'll have to do it without music, which is very intimidating.
It is. It's awful to sing with no music. It really is. But you like musicals and stuff, though, right?
I love musicals.
Did you see
yeah.
Sweeney? So Sweeney Todd opens on Broadway tonight, and I'm just like, why am I not there?
Oh, I'd love to see that. I haven't seen a lot live because the closest ones to me for a long time were London, but we have a new theatre where I live now.
I was joking with my mom, like, Mom, you know what I want for Christmas? I want to go see Sweeney Todd on Broadway. She's like, ah! She laughed at me.
Where's the nearest Broadway to you?
Broadway Knoxville. It's just 30 minutes. They're doing like a whole bunch of stuff because Broadway is expensive. I know, but like Josh Groban is playing Sweeney Todd. If anyone knows,
that would be awesome.
I know, and I just love that show. I was in that show. If you see my Instagram, I shared my picture of when I did the show when I was 16.
I did. I actually saw that earlier.
It's so crazy. I'm like, I did not know how. It's crazy. I knew how to do stage makeup, but when I look at it, I'm like, man, that makeup's just really intense. But you have to do it heavy or you won't show up. And especially since I was in that platinum blonde wig with my platinum blonde eyebrows that were not dyed, that was makeup.
You have to do it. You have to.
You're like, I
gotta orange on stage.
I know, right? Oh my god.
You were wearing pink, weren't you?
Huh? Yeah, I was in a white. It was a white dress in a pink and white dress.
Yes.
With a bonnet. My mom helped me. My mom helped me. My bonnet. My what is it? 19th. Yeah, my 19th century bonnet. Yeah.
You look like you could be Bo Peep as well.
Oh, yeah, I could have. But man, let me tell you what. It is hot when you're wearing a long wig and a hat and a dress and a 19th century dress and tights. Because when you do theater, you usually, theater wardrobe, you usually wear a changing leotard. That's in case you need to do a quick change backstage. and you are appropriate for all viewing, and tights and a shoe. And then it was heavy. Yeah, it was like a costume, but it had layers and it was long sleeve. And the show was in July, mind you, just in case you wanted extra. Yeah, some of my outfits I baked in. I can't imagine doing theater now because I sweat so much worse now after having a kid. I'm just like, yeah, having kids is great. You sweat and you're tired all the time, but yeah, like I sweat. So I can't imagine doing a show with I would be dripping bullets. I'd have to have one of those fans.
I don't sweat at all.
I'm jealous. I would love that. And of course I moved to like the South where all you do is sweat in the summer, like when it's warm.
I literally go to the gym and I don't sweat. I think it's a medical problem.
I know some people just don't sweat. I think it is like some magic gift.
I think I'd be a lot skinnier if I did sweat though.
I mean, I sweat I sweat when I work out, which is the point, right?
Well, exactly. I wish I sweat. I don't.
I know. And it's like, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. I love food too much. I'm actually thinking about what snack I'm gonna have. Probably some chips or something.
It'll be dinner time for you now.
It's 4:23.
What time do you normally have dinner?
Whenever I feel like it. No, we try to have it between like 5 and 6. It just depends.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, guys. We're at the point in the stream where you guys can ask Aimee any questions. You can ask her any questions you want to ask her. It's kind of like more toward the end we do the Q&A, but if you guys have any questions, this is your time to ask Aimee. Anything you want to ask her, go ahead and put it in the comments below.
Go for it.
For the summer, I take a towel and put ice in it, and then I wrap my face around cold water and just put your face. It helps a lot. Yeah. Or you just take 2 showers when you live here. That's what
I wish I lived somewhere hot.
Yeah. But yeah, any last minute questions? It was so nice today. I had running errands and I had the window down. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh, here we go. Rabbit Dude asked, Aimee, do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog called Dexter. He is a French bulldog, and he will be 2 next month.
Oh, you're gonna have to give him a big birthday, considering the circumstances.
I will. I'll give him a little dog party.
Oh, dog party, so cute. I love that. I love that for you.
I'm an open book, guys. You can ask me anything.
Yes, this is your chance to. Cat's like, yes, hello. I guess I can. Is there anything on the channel that you're excited for in the future? Anything new content-wise, or just something you're working on?
What am I excited for? I really want to get into more just personal vlogs.
Ooh, I like that. You'd be good at that.
But it's very out of my comfort zone, so it's something I'm trying to work on. But I have a very hard time being vulnerable.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, it's definitely something I want to do and want to work on, but I just don't know where to start.
Well, maybe just do like here's me going to the store or something. Duval asked, Aimee, what's your opinion on Florida?
I love it, yeah. I've only ever been to Disney World and Universal Studios. I did go to one of the malls out there. Don't ask me which one it was. But from what I've seen, I love it, and I cannot wait to go back. I am going in October.
Yay! You're gonna have so much fun. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's see and find somebody to raid first before we say bye. But please stand by. We want to spread some love. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. Let's see if I can raid someone who I don't usually get to raid at this time of day. Let's see.
I am allergic to rabbits, Rabbit Dude, but I'm happy you had a rabbit.
That's so... Oh, I know. We're gonna go raid. My friend. We're gonna go raid my friend here. Yeah, we're gonna raid this person. Yeah, they're live right now. Okay, so today, yeah, the 26th. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me save. I have a redirect. You guys know me. I'm really slow when it comes to this. So 1 second, let me grab the link. Bear with me, guys. If you know the drill, you know that I'm the worst at getting stream links because I am just a little snail. I am a little snail that could.
We love you. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. And I'm so glad we're able to do this. Like I said, I do want to do more like I will try and do 1 or 2. I'm back at yeah, Kevin, we're gonna go raid. If you want to stay on and go on the raid with us, that'd be awesome. But yeah, let me make sure I got the link. I'm sorry, my brain, I swear I had coffee, guys. Share. Okay, I got it.
I should have had a coffee.
Towels, I did get one, but send it to me next time for sure if they're live, because I found someone on my redirect list. So okay, let me go to here. All right, so yes, hashtag, we're gonna do the podcast rate. What is it? I think podcast, is it? I think it's Goth pod. Let's just do Goth podcast rate. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, we're gonna do Goth podcast raid. And guys, you want to subscribe because you want to, not because you have to. And of course, like this stream. Before I put the link in, first of all, I want to say, Aimee, I'm so glad we got to do this. I love just catching up with you. You are amazing as always. Beautiful poise. You got the package.
Oh, you're so lush. I just want to say thank you so much for having me. We need to catch up more often.
Well,
life gets in the way.
Yes, but we're gonna get to, because like I said, I'm gonna try and do 1 or 2 daytime streams, like after, like, again, maybe there might be one on Tuesday that's a test stream, so just bear that in mind.
I will. I'll
Alright.
put it in my diary.
But yes, guys, if you have not subscribed to Aimee Slays, we'll put her link in one more time. Please subscribe to Aimee. She's amazing. If you like cozy gaming, if you like Nintendo games, and if you like seeing a lot of beautiful makeup, totally do it. Yes, round of applause for Aimee for sure. Alright, guys, here comes the link. We're gonna go raid a new friend of mine who has been awesome, and he has been a very good beacon of positivity during some pretty crappy times on YouTube lately. So yeah. Alright, guys, this has been Goth Rock Fairy, and I will see you guys on the next one. And remember, don't be a Karen. Bye, you guys. Let's go raid. I'll see you guys over there. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.